Hey there guys, and welcome back to Guards You Play, Spyro the Dragon Reignited. In the last episode, we took on the Peacekeeper's homeworld, went to Dry Canyon, took care of it, and then also took care of our first flight level with Night Flight. In this episode, we're going to jump right into Cliff Town, and we're going to hopefully finish off the Peacekeeper's world this time. We've got 2 levels and a boss left. I think it's doable. 1600 treasure. This Cliff Town is actually... it might actually be one of my favorite levels in Spyro 1, actually. I don't know why, I just really like the idea behind it. You know, if you can't guess by the name, there's a bunch of cliffs, and you gotta glide off of a bunch of the cliffs to get all the stuff in a level, and I don't know, I just kinda like that. I feel like the gliding aspect added something to Spyro for a sense of exploration that other 3D platformers at the time didn't have. Like, yeah, you've got the charging, which is kind of like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie had, where you could get on, you know, flip over and run with Kazooie instead and have some speed to you, and, you know, the flaming's kind of typical, you know, a ranged attack for a, for taking care of enemies. But no other 3D platformer to this point, at least to my knowledge, had anything like the gliding for exploration, like covering that far of a distance that easily. And I think that added a lot to what they could do with the levels for design and for creativeness. And I really like it myself. I mean, I've always said Spyro the Dragon is... Now, Spyro the Dragon itself, this one is not actually my favorite Spyro game of all time, but Spyro the Dragon is... I don't even know if I'd say anymore that it's my favorite video game series, but it's definitely one of my favorite video game series. And yeah, nostalgia has a lot to do with that because it was my first video game, but I feel like it extends past nostalgia. Let's go ahead and rescue Halvor.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's not just nostalgia that's making me say about how good of a game this is, because Spyro the Dragon was, and still is, a very critically acclaimed game. And, you know, it was good. You know, objectively and critically good. But I don't know. There's just something about it, especially for me. And plus, it was my first ever, like, ow! He just shanked me. That sucks. It was also my first ever excursion really into YouTube. Maybe not my first, but I do think it was one of the first. It was definitely the first one that got me as involved with the community that I was in. I had rescue Enzo.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Because I have had channels in the past, like when I was young. It was, oh god, I think the first one might have been when I was 13. But I had one where I was following, and I even made a couple videos for Pokemon games. And then I had one where I never actually got to make a video on it, because I was able to make Pokemon videos because that was at the time where it was socially acceptable to birds of a feather, kill all the birds, the vultures in Cliff Town. That was the point in time on YouTube where it was socially acceptable to record your Nintendo DS screen with a webcam, which I feel like it's not socially acceptable anymore. So, Marco.
You've reached the highest point in Cliff Town. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
So I never actually got to make any videos of Spyro because I was a poor kid and was terrible at saving my allowance or money that I got from birthdays and what have you, so I was not able to get a capture card or anything of the sort to record with. Basically, this is where the problem came in. But oh, almost fell off the ledge right there. But I was able to participate in the Spyro community at that time, and it really opened up my eyes to what the internet could be, because at that point I'd never really been a part of a community of any sort really on the internet. But it really opened my eyes to what this could be and what you could do with this kind of a platform, and I don't know, I just feel like that was a very important thing for me to learn at that age. And I did. I made some friends on there that I talked to at the time and kind of fell off with over the years, but that was a little bit on both sides. You know, I've never been very good at keeping up communications, and a lot of them moved on. I'm pretty sure most of them actually don't do anything on YouTube anymore. But I remember getting into a couple races with people, and it was just a really good time. And I don't know, I feel like that's partly what I want to recreate with my channel. Also, to throw something out there, I checked my skill points in between videos, and apparently I just missed where it popped up last time, because I had the skill point for scaring 6 of the Norks into the tents, so I don't know, I must have just missed it. Let's go ahead and jump down here into Ice Cavern. But yeah, I feel like that's something I would like to recreate with the community on my channel. It's just the familiarity and the fun, and like, that's what this is supposed to be. Like, people are so competitive and so out to get each other sometimes on the internet, and it's like, no, you know, you've got this platform where you can communicate with people across the world and find people with the same interests as you and the same hobbies and play the same games. And like, no, you shouldn't be out to get each other. Like, it should be fun, and that's what I want this channel to be. I want it to be able to be a community where we can interact with each other and, you know, play games with each other and talk to each other and have fun, you know? Here's Ulrich.
Word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
So yeah, that's what I want this channel to be. I want it to be a community where we can know each other and talk to each other and play games with each other and just have a good time and have fun doing what we enjoy doing. Which I feel like if you're going to be watching a channel about playing games, that something you enjoy doing is going to be playing games. And that's what I want. I want that. I just want to be able to have a community, you know? Just to better the world, I guess.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
I'm not quite sure how body armor can make your feet slippery, but you know what, we'll go with it. And jump up here on this ledge, get a couple boxes. And because if we head out here, there's a locked chest you can see, and you may be saying, but we don't have a key. How are we supposed to get that chest without a key? Well, here's the thing. The key's down there. There's only one way to glide to that, and that's from up here. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm really glad I hit triangle at the right time, because I did not have the camera above me at all to where I could see what was underneath me. And so now we're going to go through the ice caverns backwards. Why? Well, because that just makes more sense to go backwards through him now instead of backtracking like 8 times later.
Thank you for releasing me.
I guess you're welcome. And you could have given me more useful advice than that, but... Alright, this is just a big guy, so we can flame him. Now this is what he was talking about. They're wearing armor. Oh, okay, well... guess that's because he's got armor on his boots. But, makes it very slippery, you can push him right off the edge. Sorry, dude. That kind of, I feel like that probably kind of sucked for you. Now we're right back to where we started, where that dragon was, and we can head up and get the locked chest that we grabbed the key for. And... clink! Ooh. Yellows and blues, that's nice. Okay. I figured out how to get the camera where I wanted it, but it was almost too late. Take out that Skeenork. That's going to be our achievement for this level, is we have to defeat every Skeenork. I believe we've only got a couple left. Also, you can charge right through the snowballs, so that makes things a lot easier. Take these out. Whoop. Okay, I guess we're going to rescue Asher.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
Oh boy, that could have been bad. Alright, so let's jump up on top of these pedestals. Jump around to the other side. Take that Nork out. Take that Skeenork out. Another armored dude. It's going to take a couple hits this time. Oh, 3. You want to be special, huh? You want to take 3 hits. What, you think you're better than all the other ones? They only took 2? Ow! That was my fault. Took the eye off the prize. Triathlon. There we go. Defeat all the Skeenorks. Let's jump up here, because I believe there's somebody throwing stuff at us from up here, and I would rather not get whacked. Yeah. I'd rather not get whacked with a snowball while I'm trying to collect the gems off the light posts. Let's be very careful not to charge off the edge. Ooh, like I almost did anyway. Grab that one and that one. And I'm thinking that's all the ones on the light posts, so now we can go up here and free the dragon. Who's this one? I forget. This is Ragnar.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Just like a kid. I'm ready, alright. But ready for what? Oh, you see some lives up there, do ye? I'll be showing you in just a second how to get them. Should be 6 more gems. Yep. Alright, now, level is 100% complete, but I'm going to meet you back at the start of the level real quick. Alright, so we're back at the start of the level, and you may remember this little platform right here. Well, if we go out to the end of it, turn our camera around, you can't really see it, it's against kind of a blind glide, but there is the platform with our 3 extra lives. And now that I've collected those, I can happily return home. Brings us to a total of 2,400? Yeah, 2,400 gems. Only 1 level left in the Peacekeepers, and that's going to be the boss. There are going to be 2 collectibles in the boss. There's going to be a skill point, and there's going to be a trophy. So, something a little extra. A little something extra. And run back up out of Icy Caverns. And glide right over here for Dr. Shemp. Confronting Dr. Shemp. I really love the fact that you have the ability to do that. That's really nice. Ooh. It's almost an eclipse. I don't think I ever noticed that before. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to have these big pot stirrers. I think their actual official names, at least in the original game, was Big Mamas. As weird as that sounds. And I believe they were called Kamikazes in the original. The reason why I say in the original is because I feel like there might be some issues with using those kinds of names now, but you know, what do I know? There's one hiding around back here. Take her out. Also, I might have lied last time whenever I said there was only one other jump that gave me issues, because this one definitely gave me issues in the remaster. And I got it first try too. Wow. And if we glide back down to here, we can get a key. So there's going to be a locked chest. Run up the whirligig. And don't forget the gem right there underneath the ledge. It's very easy to miss that one.
Dr. Shemp thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
Giving you a hint to how to defeat Dr. Shemp. You should watch his back. Sounds like he's going to have a weak point in his back. Well, now that we know that, should make this fight a little bit easier. Now, this part, we need to defeat Dr. Shemp without getting hit. So yep. He left his backside exposed. Very exposed, actually. Now, what are you gonna do here? Alright, you're saying you're gonna kill me. Okay. There we go. I'm just trying very, very much to not get hit. There we go. You have to jump over the last one because he will swing his little weapon along the ground. Collect these gems here. Let's jump down and get the locked chest. Gives us a purple gem, and that also gives us the achievement for what's in the box. And jump over the bridge, and we're going to go ahead and get to the return home portal. That is it for the Peacekeepers world, guys. Jeez. It's going really fast. Gives us 2,700 treasure. Wow. We really are making a lot of progress really, really quickly. But I did mention in the last episode that this is kind of a shorter game, so I guess that's to be expected. Yeah, 100% level complete. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to be going over to the Balloonist to travel to the next home world. Until then, remember to leave a like if you liked the video. Please consider subscribing if you really liked it, and that way you won't miss any of my future uploads. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Spyro the Dragon Reignited. Peace!